Welcome to Comcast Local Edition. I'm Amy Allison. The beautiful silhouette of the wide wingspan turkey vultures, a common sight in the Bay Area skies. And our guest today, Jason Pfau from the Lindsay Wildlife Museum, has actually brought a turkey vulture in to visit us. Welcome.
Hi, Amy. Thank you.
And this is a very old turkey vulture, that's been at your museum.
That's right, Amy. Our turkey vulture here came to us in 1974. She'll be 33 years old this year.
Which is significantly longer than your average turkey vulture.
That's correct. They average in the wild about in the mid to late teens. Places low like the museum in the mid to late 20s on average. So obviously she is above the average, and it's birds like her that will raise that average up. And then other birds that may not live past 6 months, even to a year or two, that will keep that average down a little bit.
Now, I've lived in the Bay Area for 20 years and have seen turkey vultures up thousands of feet in the sky. In fact, we'll see them circling. Okay, there's something, but I've never been this close. It's really a magnificent bird.
She is a really good part of what we pride ourselves in at the museum. She represents history. We've been part of the community in Walnut Creek since 1955, and we pride ourselves not only in our history, but being a part of the community in Walnut Creek. She represents that by being a part of the museum. And we also look forward to the future and what we can bring, and being a good steward and ambassador to the community in Walnut Creek.
Now, does she visit classrooms? Is that her job?
We do on-site presentations, programming from children all the way up to adults. And then we also do outreach programs with her, and of course TV spots.
Oh, right.
Like
well, she's wonderful on the set. Well, what kinds of facts can you share with us about the turkey vulture?
Well, turkey vultures, like you said, are one of the most common birds that you'll see not only around North America, but in the United States and right here in our home in the Bay Area. These guys, they're the cleanup crew. They were the first members of animal control. They feed on dead animals, more specifically carrion, which is known as dead and rotting decay. Seems a little gross, but these guys actually do a really good job at cleaning up the environment.
Well, is that the reason there's no feathers on her head?
That's correct. They don't have feathers on their head because when they're eating their meal, that way they don't have to worry about any of that matter getting into the feathers and clogging it up.
How did she come to be at the Lindsay Museum?
Well, she was born at the Randall Museum, and then shortly thereafter came to our care. She was born in captivity, and she is what is known as habituated or imprinted on humans, which means that she may prefer humans over her own species.
So it's not even safe to even let her out?
No, it's not even an option.
With the building that's been I see she's biting your fingers. She said not that habituated to humans.
Right.
The other building and construction that's been happening in the Bay Area, is there a problem with habitat for turkey vultures being squeezed out, or?
Absolutely. They're not a threatened species. These animals are communal animals. They will hang out together, but their nesting behavior is very secretive. So they do go to areas, cliffs, and places where there isn't much habitat intrusion from humans. But without a doubt, as we continue to build and to take out habitats, it will squeeze these animals into other areas. And like I said, they're not a threatened species, but we don't want them to become that way.
Right, right. Well, I'm sure that this beautiful turkey vulture and other animals will be available to visit at the Lindsay Museum.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Our guest today, Jason Pfau from the Lindsay Wildlife Museum. Thanks for joining me, Amy Allison, on Comcast Local Edition.